Guys, welcome back to the channel. It has been a long time and I do apologise. I am going to update you on what's been going on and I'm going to show you around the Micra as to what's been happening, because there has been progress, but there has been a very good reason why I've not been uploading. First things first, why has this video took so long to come out? Well, I can only apologise, but my computer decided it didn't want to work no more. It had loaded up the sort of BIOS, like the original load screen of the motherboard, and then it has suddenly jumped to please select correct boot device or something like that. I've had this trouble before, but it was never really diagnosed as to what was going on. It wouldn't be a constant problem. It would sometimes happen, and then I'd turn it off, leave it a day, and then it'd come back on. The moment that I saw it, my heart sank, because I thought that it would be hard drive failure. My computer failed a few months ago and it kept giving me blue screen of death. And they said they did a health check on the hard drive, and they were like, no, it's hardly going to be the hard drive because we did a health check on it and everything seemed fine. My dad had a spare hard drive, so he brought the hard drive to mine. We reinstalled Windows onto this spare hard drive, plugged it in, computer worked straight away. Long story short, I took the hard drive apart, and on the actual hard drive itself there was a lovely circular scratch all the way around. So I don't know what component failed in the hard drive, but that's scrap. So why haven't I been uploading then if I fix the computer? I lost all my editing software, I lost all my logins to my channels and stuff like that, so I had to get back onto the editing software again and renew my serial number. It's been a long process. Besides that, I've had work on top of that, and when I'm not working I'm trying to get things done on the Micra in the time frame that I have spare. That's where I've been for all this time, trying to get my computer up and running so I can get videos back out to you guys. Anyway, enough talking about my computer and what's happened and all this. I'm going to update you on the Micra so you can see what's been going on in the time that I haven't been uploading. So what actually has been going on with the Micra? So as you can see, we've begun stripping down the engine. There is no exhaust manifold, nor is there an intake manifold or a throttle body or anything like that. That's all taken off. Today the cams and the cylinder head are coming off because the head and the inlet manifold are going off to be ported and polished and sort of all refined so I can get as much airflow as possible. The rad is coming out because this measly little thin radiator is going to be a massive bottleneck as far as keeping this engine cool when it is finally running. We don't want any overheating issues, so that needs to come out of the way, and then we've got plans to do that. I need to get the front end stripped because we need to cut certain things out to get out, like route for the intercooler. This first corner has started to be lowered. It's on. I had some coilovers off my old VW Lupo, and I'm sort of adapting them to work with this. They all bolt up smooth at the moment. I just need to sort the top mounts because that's the original Lupo top mount. I literally just haven't had time to swap the Micra top mount onto there. But from what I'm looking at so far, it's going to work. So if it does work, I'll post a few pictures as to how I modified them to work on this Micra. So coming around to the back, the old spoiler is no more. I bought this SR spoiler off a friend of mine who had one lying about. So that's currently white at the moment, and the paint is very, can you see the texture? It's very textured. Filler it out, smooth all the bumps off it, and then whack it in primer so that when we come around to spray it, it's all ready. Which I think it looks really smart. I know that you can get these sort of custom wings and whatever, but I've always liked the back of the SR wing, so I thought that'd be better to leave on there. Pop-out windows are staying, but they're not going to stay as glass. I've spoken to a chap who is on the Micra Club, and he is supplying us with the side windows in polycarbonate, and we're going to have them little slidey window hatch things for the side. So that'll save a lot of weight because then glass panels don't outweigh a bit, and obviously I can get rid of all the electric window mechanisms, and that'll save even more weight. What's happening with the engine? So I've ordered a manifold, a T3 turbo manifold that's been made at the moment, and that'll have the external sort of screamer pipe on there, so we can have an external wastegate on. The rocker cover, I had a lot of trouble with this rocker cover because the seals that go around these plug tubes are notoriously hard to come by. And from Nissan they wanted £24 per plug tube, and obviously I need 4 because they're all shot. I asked on the Micra Club, and a lot of the guys were just like, go to a scrapyard, get yourself a spare rocker cover, make sure the gaskets are a little bit better. Tape these up with some metal insulating tape, and then that'll make the gasket a bit tighter. I don't want to half do this. If we're going to do it, we may as well do it properly. So I've ordered some parts, some plug tube seals, and then I've took them all out of the old rocker cover. I stripped the rocker cover back totally, including the little sort of separator breather guard, which I'll eventually rivet back into the rocket cover before it's reassembled. And that is currently being powder coated, so it's going to look all shiny and nice when it's all back together. Like I said, if we're going to do it, we may as well do it properly. I'm going to get some of these mounts ordered up, some nice new hard rubber mounts. And like I said, we're doing something with the inlet manifold. It's going to be all ported and polished and made up nice. Also, a lot of guys on the forum have been saying that basically your best bet for the inlet manifold for bigger injectors is to get the CGA inlet manifold and then use top feed. But once again, if it's going to be done, it may as well be done properly. So I've got my inlet manifold being worked on at the moment to make the Bosch style injectors fit, and then I'm having a custom rail made out of billet aluminium, which will be all plumbed in with sort of braided fuel line and everything. So like I said, it's going to be built to a very high standard. Fair enough, there might be easier ways, there might not be as complicated as the route that we're taking, but in my theory, like I said, if it's going to be built, I would rather build it once and then be able to know it's a successful, smooth running car, and I'm not going to have to worry about a weak link in the chain of components, and it's all custom made and all well done, rather than put things together that might not necessarily work and then have to bodge it. So yeah, it's going to be built properly. Going to crack on to get this head off. Need to mark up the timing and do all that sort of things. It is a shorter video today, guys, because I'm not going to be filming the work I'm doing, purely because I need to concentrate to make sure I don't screw up the timing or anything like that. And I've got to do a lot of work today and I've not got much time to get it done. Eventually I will be putting actual work videos out of things we're doing to the car as we're doing them, but today I just purely haven't got time, so I thought I'd just make an update video so you can see what's going on in the Micra so far, that we haven't just give up on the channel. There has been an adequate reason as to why I've not been uploading. I thank you guys for not just sort of leaving and disappearing at the drop of a hat as soon as I haven't uploaded for a while. I am going to try and keep more consistent now. But obviously, with the things that have been going the way they have, it's been kind of next to impossible to keep uploading. And I don't want to keep doing live streams. I'll do a live stream if people ask me to do a live stream with some questions and answers and a tour around the vehicle if they need me to. But I find live streams to be the easy way out, and they're not very edited or anything. Well, you can't edit a live stream, so I'd rather it be a proper video. And also a shout out to Leadfoot TV. He's also building a Micra, and his is basically the same sort of car as this. The colour's nearly identical, if not is identical, and his car looks great too. Go check him out, he makes good videos too. Thank you very much, guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, hit like and turn notifications on, and I will see you in the next one. Goodbye. So I have got the cylinder head actually off now. That's now on the floor neatly, and I think it's safe to say this head gasket is screwed, so that'll be why this thing was using some coolant, because that head gasket is completely scrap. So yeah, the head's off and it's going to be a new gasket job. But yeah, managed to get done what I wanted to. I'd rather this happen now than when it was all built, but yeah. Just a little update at the end of the video for you to let you know that the head is off. So we'll be working on that next time and getting a new gasket. See you next time.